Hey, what's good, fam? This is the Wackadoodle Samoan, and heaven is where we're going. All right, guys, let's get right down to it. This video is going to be a bit controversial, okay? I'm going to let you know this now. But I think you're going to like this information. So, yeah, let's get started. Okay, so Matthew 24:37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. King James Version. Days of Noah. Okay. So how long did Noah live? Well, if you look at the bold print towards the bottom, Noah died at the age of 950. So hold on to this. Okay, I want you to put this in your back pocket. As the days of Noah were, so also shall the coming of the Son of Man be. Noah lived to be 950. Okay. Again, this video is going to be a bit controversial, and that's okay. We don't have to agree on everything. But the timing of all this is why I'm doing this video. Okay, let's go to the next slide. I want to talk to you about the world program. Okay, and I think you know what I'm talking about. That was initiated on a particular day. What day is that, Whack? Beep. According to that website, on March 11th, 2020, the WHO declared that program you know what, begins with a P. Right there it is. Obviously, I got to watch what I say. Okay? So concerning the you know what, on a particular day is when it was declared to the entire world that it was begins with a P, ends with a C. Okay. So I looked up the word poison in the Bible. It is mentioned 8 times. We're not going to go through all of them, but I want to show you some of these. Deuteronomy 32:33. Again, these are all King James Version. Their wine is the poison of dragons and the cruel venom of asps. Psalm 58:4, their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear. And then these two here. They are sharpened, their tongues like a serpent, adder's poison is under their lips. And then Romans 3:1-3, the poison of asps is under their lips. Okay. Word. So, why is this important? And I want to try to tie all of this together. I'm going to go back here just to kind of remind us. On this particular date is when they made an announcement. Okay? We looked up the word poison. It was mentioned 8 times. So, snake venom, there are 2 main types of venom. Hemotoxins and neurotoxins. Okay, so hemo basically clots the blood. Neurotoxins, they interrupt the neurons or the neurotransmitters from the brain to the body. Okay, so eventually, like when it gets down to like in a human being, if you get bit by a snake that its venom is neurotoxin, eventually what happens is it gets to the diaphragm and you can't breathe. That's how that works. So you start becoming paralyzed, you know, from the face down. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so there it is. Those are the 2 types. Now, when a poisonous serpent attacks its prey, what it does is it will strike at the prey and wait. Okay? It will strike at the prey and wait. In this particular scene here, I took a screenshot of the mouse just after it got bit by the venomous serpent, and as you can see, the mouse is now paralyzed, or its blood has okay. Either way, it's dying. It can't move. What am I getting at? I think just like as the Lord has shown that the rapture of the church, or the resurrection, really, and thank you, Brother Tony from the Cataclysm. We were in a chat about this. Talking about really the resurrection is what happens. The rapture is part of that. But the dead in Christ rise first. We that are alive and remain shall be caught up, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is this, that just as nature, as God spelled out how nature gives birth in Revelation 12, that there is a birth of the man-child. The way that the dragon, the old serpent, is going to attempt to destroy the man-child has already been shown in nature, and how venomous dragons, right, how they operate. Right here, the wine is the poison of dragons, the cruel venom of the asp. So, imagine with me that back on March 11th, 2020, there was a program that was issued worldwide to receive this particular bite. I'm going to interject here. The wackadoodle Samoan does not believe this is the mark of the beast. Let me repeat that. I do not believe this is the mark of the beast. This has literally, let me rephrase my words real quick. Regarding the church, this has nothing to do with the mark of the beast. I'll say it that way. This has to do with the attempted devouring of the man-child, according to Revelation 12. In fact, Revelation 12, verse 4, and his tail drew a third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born. So that's what's going on here, is that I believe what's happened is over the past 2 years, this program was designed to inflict the first bite. Because serpents don't chew their prey. They devour them whole. Are you following me? Okay. Remember that March 11th, 2020, when the WHO declared this to be a you-know-what? And then really started forcing this? We are right now in the start of Sukkot, also known as Tabernacles. Very interesting how this ends on, according to the Jewish calendar, it ends on Sunday, October 16th. Okay. I find this next slide very interesting as we're putting it all together. I find this very next slide very interesting. Remember how in our slide it said, as in the days of Noah? And remember the second slide where it said Noah lived to be 950 years old? Look at this. From the date that the WHO declared on March 11th, 2020, to the last day of Sukkot is 950 days. Or 2 years, 7 months, 6 days. I find this interesting of the 2 years, 7 months, because Herod, when he did that decree to kill all the children 2 and under, this would have been, so any child that was 2 years, 7 months, and 6 days would have been killed. Make sense? So, again, this is kind of a controversial video, but I want to show here that what if the days of Noah are wrapping up? And just like Noah died at 950 years old, the odds of this being 950 days, I mean, come on, man. Really? And the odds of this landing the very last day of Sukkot, by the way, this is a harvest festival. Right before we move into winter. Something worth thinking about. Because, church, look around. Look where we're at. I really do believe soon and very soon, we're going to see the King. Guys, we're almost here. We are almost at the point that our redemption is going to be complete and we are going to behold the risen God. So I want you to understand this. This whole video was the way that the serpent devours the man-child. He doesn't just devour him. That's not how nature works. What the serpent does is he strikes first, right, with the venom and waits till the appointed time. Then the serpent is going to attempt to devour the man-child. But the man-child is caught up to God and to his throne. Sorry, there's some guys doing construction back there. All right, guys. I'm going to let you go. There's something to think about. I love you. And this, I really do hope this is encouraging, because we truly are in the final moments of the age of grace. If you are saved and you are rapture ready, man, you're going. If you put your trust and your faith, right, in Jesus Christ, if you have believed upon Jesus Christ, you are rapture ready. You guys already know. You do already know. This is the wackadoodle Samoan, and heaven is where we're going.